The East denotes mother and father, the South denotes teachers, the West denotes wife and children, the North denotes family and friends, the Nada denotes servants, workers and helpers, the Zenith denotes Aztecs and Brahmins. Duties to the minister to the East direction. Householder's son. There are 5 ways in which a son should minister to his mother and father as the Eastern direction. He should think, 1. Having been supported by them, I will support them. 2. I will perform their duties for them. 3. I will keep up the family tradition. 4. I will be worthy of my heritage. 5. After my parents' deaths, I will distribute gifts on their behalf. And there are always 5 ways in which the parents should be ministered to their son as the East denotes mother and father, the South denotes teachers, the West denotes wife and children, the North denotes family and friends, the Nada denotes servants, workers and helpers, the Zenith denotes Aztecs and Brahmins. Duties to the minister to the East direction. Householder's son. There are 5 ways in which a son should minister to his mother and father as the Eastern direction. He should think, 1. Having been supported by them, I will support them. 2. I will perform their duties for them. 3. I will keep up the family tradition. 4. I will be worthy of my heritage. 5. After my parents' deaths, I will distribute gifts on their behalf. And there are always 5 ways in which the parents should be ministered to their son as the Eastern direction will reciprocate. 1. They will restrain him from evil. 2. Support him in doing good. 3. Teach him some skill. 4. Find him a suitable wife. And 5. In due time hand over his inheritance to him. In this way the Eastern direction is covered, making it at peace and free from fear. Duties to the South direction. Householder's son. There are 5 ways in which pupils should minister to their teachers as the Southern direction. 1. By raising to greet them. 2. By waiting on them. 3. By being attentive. 4. By serving them. 5. By mastering the skills they teach. And there are 5 ways which in their teachers thus must minister to be their pupils, as the Southern direction will propagate. 1. They will give me good through instruction. 2. Make sure they have grasped what they should have duly grasped. 3. Give them a thorough grinding in all skills. 4. Recommend them to their friends and all colleagues. 5. Provide them with security and directions. In this way the Southern direction is covered by making it peace and free from fear. Duties to the minister to the Western direction. Householder's son. There are 5 ways in which a husband should minister to his wife as the Western direction. 1. By honouring her. 2. By not disparaging her. 3. By not being unfaithful to her. 4. By giving her authority to her. By providing her with adherence. And there are 5 ways in which a wife thus ministered to be by her husband, as the Western direction will reciprocate. 1. By properly organised her work. 2. By being kind to her servants. 3. By not being unfaithful. 4. By protecting sores. And 5. By being skillful, diligent in all she has to do. In this way the Western direction is covered, making it at peace and free from fear. Duties to the minister to the Northern direction. Householder's son. There are 5 ways in which a man should minister to his friends and companions of the Northern direction. 1. By gifts. 2. By kind words. 3. By looking after their welfare. 4. By treating them like himself. 5. By keeping his word. There are 5 ways in which friends and companions thus ministered to be by a man as the Northern direction will reciprocate. 1. By looking after him when he is inactive. 2. By looking after his property when he is inactive. 3. By refugeeing when he is afraid. 4. By not deserting him when he is troubled. And 5. By showing concern for his children. In this way the northern direction is covered, making it at peace and free from fear. Duty to the minister to the Nada direction. Householder's son, there are 5 ways in which a master should minister to his servants and work as a Nada. 1. By arranging their work according to their strength. 2. By supplying them with food and wages. 3. By looking after them when they are ill. 4. By sharing special delicacies with them. 5. By letting them off work at the right time. And there are 5 ways in which servants and workpeople are thus ministered to be their master and their Nada will propagate. They will get up before him, go to bed after him, take only what they are given, do their work properly, be bearers of his praise and good repute. In this way the Nada is covered, making it at peace and free from fear. Duty to the minister to the zenith direction. Householder's son, there are 5 ways in which a man should minister to his Aztecs and Brahmins as a zenith. 1. By kindness in the body's deed, by kindness in speech, by kindness in thought, by kindness by keeping an open house for them, by supplying their bodily needs, and Aztecs as Brahmins thus ministered to be by him as the zenith will propagate in 6 ways. 1. They will restrain him from evil. 2. They encourage him to do good. Be benevolently compassionate towards him. Teach him what he has not heard. Clarify what he has already heard. Point him to the way to heaven. In this way the zenith is covered, making it at peace and free from fear. 5. How to spend the wealth. Now household father, the Aryan disciple, with the wealth acquired by energetic starving, and amused by strength of arm, won by sweat, lawful and lawfully gotten, is the door of 4 deeds. What are the 4? Heron housefather, with the wealth acquired by energetic starving, and so forth, the Aryan disciple makes himself happy and cheerful. He is conferred of perfect happiness, and makes his mother and father, his children and his wife, his servants and workmen, his friends and comrades, cheerful and happy. He is a contriver of perfect happiness. This household father is the first opportunity seized by him, turned to merit and fittingly made of use. 2. Then again house father, the Aryan disciple, with the wealth acquired by energetic striving, amused by strength of arm, won by sweat, lawful and lawfully gotten. With that wealth he makes himself secure against all misfortunes. Whosoever such as many happen by the 4th way of fire, water, the Raja, a robber, ill-disposed person, or an hare. He takes steps for his defence, he makes himself secure. This household father is the second opportunity seized by him, turned to merit and fittingly made of use. 3. Again house father, with the wealth acquired by energetic striving, and muscle and strength of arm, won by sweat, lawful and lawfully gotten. The Aryan disciple is a maker of 5 offeringly named to relatives, to the great guests, to depart peas, to the Raja and the Devas. This is the 3rd opportunity seized by him, turned to the merit and fittingly made use of. 4. Then again household father, with the wealth acquired by energetic striving, amused by father of arm, won by sweat, lawful and lawfully gotten. The Aryan disciple offers a gift to such all recluses, Brahmins, abstinent, sloth, negligence, who are bent on kindness and forbearance, who tame oneself, calm oneself, cool oneself. To such he offers a gift, which has the highest results, a gift heavenly, resulting in happiness and leading to heaven. This is the 4th opportunity seized by him, turn to merit and fittingly made use of. So household father, this same Maryland disciple, with the wealth acquired by energetic striving, amused by strength of arm, won by sweat, lawful and lawfully gotten, is the doer of these four deeds of merit. The highest reptune for one's mother and father. Bhikkhus, there are two persons that cannot be easily repaid. What two? One's mother and one's father. Even if one should carry out about one's mother on father's shoulder, and one father on the other, and while doing so should have a life span of 100 years, live for 100 years, and if only one should attend to them by anointing them with the balms, by massaging them, bathing them, and rubbing their limbs, and they should even void their urine and excrement there, one still would not have done enough for one's parents, nor would have one repaid them. Even if one were to establish one's parents as the same superlords and rulers over the great earth abounding in the seven treasures, one still would not have done enough for one's parents, nor would have one repaid them. For what reason? Parents are great for their children. They bring them up, feed them, and show them their world. But bhikkhus, if when one's parents lack faith, one encourages, settles, and establishes them in faith. When one's parents are immoral, one encourages, settles them, and establishes them in various behaviour. When one's parents are miserable, one encourages, settles, and establishes them in generosity. If one's parents are unwise, one encourages, settles, and establishes them in wisdom. In such a way, one has done enough for one's parents, repaid them, and done more than enough for them.